Alright guys, it's Joe here, and I got a nice little match of Drop Zone on Seatown. I'm using the Dragunov, as you can tell, and I'd have this gold now. I did plan on doing a road to gold on this, and I did get them all recorded. I'm not going to upload it, but I've got this really good game, and it genuinely is a pretty good game, nice and fast. And well, admittedly I did join late, so not all bad, because it shortens the gameplay for me. And these guys were just, I think something was wrong with them, I don't know, they just were really bad. Because if I can get this score in reg with a Dragunov, it'd be bad. So anyway, so what I want to talk about today, I was sort of watching the news, as you do. I was watching Channel 4, because that's how I roll. From my parents have this strange view that the BBC's biased and talks about shit for BBC News, whereas Channel 4 makes a lot more sense. I don't know, but I just like Jon Snow, he's pretty cool. So anyway, I was watching the news, and Channel 4's been running this story like all week about Habbo Hotel. I'm sure people have heard of it, and sort of how there's paedophiles all over it. I guess there's a lot of people just going, "Oh, show us your tits. You want to go on webcam? Oh, show us your tits." And they've sort of uncovered this, which it doesn't take that much detective or journalistic work to sort of discover that this is happening. But I sort of had a look at it, exposing, you know, there's paedophiles. It should be closed, and all this jazz. There's no safeguards protecting kids from paedophiles, and this like story, I always feel like the news is a very unbiased thing, especially Channel 4. It's not necessarily in America, from what I've heard and read about sort of American press, but Channel 4 is quite unbiased. But this has been really biased and really unfair on sort of the gaming media and sort of the internet, and that's something I got really annoyed by it, for several reasons, which I'll obviously say. But they never really sort of gave out both sides of the story. They have had people on who have sort of given it across, but they're sort of just dismissed it as, "Oh, you're just talking pish. This is pish posh." So basically, no matter what you do on the internet, no matter where you go, if you're playing sort of a game that's aimed at teenagers, not gonna lie, you're gonna get weirdos. You're gonna get, you know, pedos, weirdos and pedos. Is that right? But you will always get them, no matter what you do. The internet is a place where people feel they've got an anomaly. Yeah, I think that's the right word. And think that actions don't have any consequences in the real world, and they can do it on the internet. So you know, these people sort of do this stuff, and if it happens, are like, sweet, this person's consented to it, I guess. I don't really know. Not much of a paedophile. It's not my thing, really. But that was weird. But yeah, and it's sort of people feel a lot less anomalous. So a lot of people sort of, I guess, a lot of pedos like the internet. But then again, it's sort of a bad thing, because it's lazy pedoing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you're not even going out, and you have a massive paper trail going on. I mean, you've got chat logs, you've got your history, you've got your hard drive. That's a lot of stuff people can find out. I mean, that's just common sense. But I feel this sounds like I'm giving tips. But anyway, my whole point was sort of their attack on Habbo Hotel. Now, I don't like Habbo Hotel. Never really played it as a kid, for several reasons. Why would I want to? It's like Facebook, but you get to have a hotel, I guess. But sort of, they were just like, you know, there's no safeguards to this. There's no, you know, paedophiles are rampant and rife, which isn't necessarily true. I reckon if you do spend enough time there, you're going to find the odd-ins. But I reckon for the majority, it isn't weirdos. And they sort of, you know, said there's no safeguards, which isn't true. Every single sort of website or sort of these free browser games, even COD has it, PlayStation and Xbox have it as well. If someone's saying inappropriate stuff to you, inappropriate language, offensiveness, sort of, you know, someone's being pedo-y, whatever, they will be reported, they'll be dealt with. And this is what some woman who was on the channel was saying. You know, people have to report these people, and then we will go on from there. So whoever these people are, just like other guys, you know, other guys being a pedo, yeah, I'm just going to sort of, you know, I'm going to ignore it. Fair enough, you're going to ignore it, but you report it. Who are these morons who are 12? Like, you know what, this is a great idea, I'm just going to show my tits on the internet. So, I mean, like, you know, it goes both ways. What moron would do that? And yeah, and secondly, people, if someone finds something offensive, you report it. It's what you do on card. It's what you do on any game. If Cards Against out when it goes on online, I'm pretty sure it might be, you know, a requirement, or yeah, parental requirement and stuff like that. And in terms of the gaming industry, it's probably one of people probably argue this, but I feel it's one of the safest sort of things to go. And the fact that there are a lot of ways to avoid this sort of stuff that you can report people. I mean, you are gonna get morons like on COD. You get a lot of people just say, "Oh, you're a fag, go down a hole." You do get a lot of those people, but you can report them if it really does offend you that much. And one thing, especially about console games and PC games, you need to sort of take on board is you've got to be a certain age to buy it. And if you're 13, you brought COD, I don't think you should be on it. Like legally, you're not meant to have purchased it. Someone else has purchased it for you, so you're meant to be taken into account that you have that maturity to play the game. In terms of like Habit Hotel, RuneScape, Club Penguin, I think this one, they are a little less lenient because you just got to tick a box, and once you tick that, you've ticked that. You can do whatever you want. So that sort of is a lot less. It's more easy to sort of get on it. But I mean, in terms of console games, you have to be a certain age to buy them. In theory, which isn't upheld. Which now that I'm 18, now that I'm 19, in fact, I forgot a year. I don't give a shit. People they can make all games 18, and if you're under 18, you cannot buy that game. I don't care anymore. I'm old enough for games, so I really don't care. There's nothing better than walking to a shop. Bruh. Yeah, yes, I do. Although I do look like some sort of molester in my picture, but you know, you kind of still looks like me. So, but anyway, yeah, that's my main point. It's sort of it's a really unfair attack that I heard, and it's something that is a very naive way of sort of, you know, saying what they were saying, because it isn't 100% true. Yes, that you're gonna get weird people on the internet. That's what the internet is. It's where people sort of live out their weirdest sort of things, because it's the sense of anomality. But on the other hand, there are safeguards against that. You can report people. If someone's cyberbullying, you can actually report them to the police. That's another thing we're going to run tomorrow, which always baffles me. When people are like, I'm getting cyberbullied, well, you can delete them, you can block them. When people are, I got bullied on Facebook, they were calling me names, you can block them. Why have you not blocked them? Like, if it's really causing you that much harm, you're gonna block them. So I always find that foolish. Also, I'm gonna throw a clip at the end. It's not really like, it's not a montage clip, but I enjoyed getting it, so I'm gonna put it up. My final score was 33-5. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you have any thoughts, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye bye.